medals in total for Ben Johns. This would be gold medal number 99, one away from that milestone marker number 100.
Side out. 0-0.
McGuffin, 33 years old, still competing at peak fitness.
Side out.
Ben Johns, he's everywhere.
Yeah, he's got such a good read. He knows what his opponent's tendencies are coming into this match. Where that ball was situated, the odds of going back down the line were small. He read it and just punched it into the open court.
Tyson McGuffin loves that forehand and so good with his touch.
And he loves to get the crowd going, so we'll see if he can indeed. They're ready.
Side out. Zero.
Beautiful passing shot, inside out.
Yeah, and it's set up with a great serve down the middle, making McGuffin hit a backhand return, something he'd prefer not to do.
Side out.
Oh, Ben had exactly what he wanted after a good third.
0-1.
Tyson McGuffin urging the crowd on their feet, earning the side out and the point.
1-1. Point. Two, 1. Side out.
That's such a smart volley from Ben Johns to make McGuffin have to hit a backhand. He could hit it into the open court, but then you're feeding yet another forehand. So that's discipline within a point that makes him special beyond all of the obvious physical talents.
1-2. Side out.
So we've seen Ben Johns on display on Championship Sunday in doubles format. So how does his ability shift into singles?
So the difference is that shot you saw right there that he misses is one of his favorites. He's hit a few of those certainly as drops to get to the kitchen in doubles. You see more of the forehand drive as a weapon, and then the court coverage at the kitchen line is remarkable.
Side out.
And McGuffin knows that he's got to when he has an opportunity like that, he's got to make it and put a lot of pace on it. Misses there. The other thing, Ben's hit a lot of his serves and returns here, which sets him up well for how much he needs to put on it in today's weather conditions.
Short return taken advantage of by Ben Johns, rolls it in.
Yeah, and that's the choice you have to make immediately on a shorter return. Is this something I want to drive because I feel like I have court position advantage? That one Ben chose to throw at the feet of McGuffin, and obviously a perfect choice.
Side out.
Ben continued to target the backhand side there, but couldn't get the ball to bounce. Wants that to bounce in the kitchen, 7 feet on either side of the net.
Side out.
Backhand roll is a thing of beauty for Ben Johns.
It is. McGuffin guessed left. He was wrong. Right was right.
But even if he chose to go the other direction, Ben's so good at reading the play that it's just as easy. Flick it the other direction.
Johns just hasn't been sharp with the drops here so far, because he usually can get this shot right there to bounce, and then he's into a cat and mouse where they're staring each other down at the kitchen, and he feels very comfortable in that against McGuffin.
Side out.
Same problem going the other way right there.
Just wide on the inside out roll attempt.
Side out.
Third match for Ben Johns. Makes it look easy, but
oh, it's not.
Gotta be
No.
weighing on him in some way, shape, or form against a fresh Tyson McGuffin.
So good. So when he does get the ball to bounce, or McGuffin is forced into that type of a point, Johns has more weapons in this type of a rally than McGuffin does.
2-2. Point. Three-two.
And there you see the difference. The forehand, he dropped to the forehand of McGuffin, who fed it to Ben's backhand, which is exactly the pattern he likes, because then he goes over the lowest part of the net, back to the backhand, and gets in. So that is exactly what he wants, and you'll see that a lot in this match.
Point.
Touch shot, just shy of the net.
Side out.
Even though we're not at 105 degrees like we were last week, still a little slower pace to this. The ladies will likely play a little faster. They just like to get going.
Side out.
That is filthy from Ben Johns.
What an angle. What ability to hold and manipulate the paddle that way, too.
5-2. Point.
Clean rip down the line.
That's beautiful,
Timeout,
because
receivers.
that. And looking to take game one in a stranglehold again. Singles just 2 out of 3 games to 11. Oh my goodness. And if you give Ben Johns an angle, he will take it. What a shot there. And that looked like a great return for McGuffin, but he was so committed to a shot down the line that he got beat cleanly 7-2. Good first volley from McGuffin. That's what he's going to need to do to consistently get the ball back and try and dig into this lead. A couple times we've seen McGuffin rush that shot down the line. He knows that Ben Johns is in trouble charging over to that side of the court, but hasn't been able to take advantage.
Side out.
Oh, my.
Side out.
That's the sorcerer that is Ben Johns, because he can just, you're like, I mean, Tyson's like, oh, yeah, I got this down the line. I got you. Takes a step the wrong way and just
7-2.
loops it into the open court. He's been doing it his entire career. Comes from that table tennis background.
Point.
Yes.
8-2.
Perseus. Side to hit the overhead. And even though he didn't win that rally, that's how you win fans, just showing that hustle and that grit and determination. And McGuffin hasn't barked in this match, hasn't gotten the crowd going. It's just been very one-way traffic here.
Cat and mouse
Side
territory. Ben Johns loves that game. It's the most underrated aspect of Ben Johns in the singles game.
His ability to adapt to what is happening from the other players, meaning the pressure, and I'll talk about that after this rally. Ooh, and that would have paid off my point perfectly. He was starting to get pushed and struggling a little bit in singles at the end of the year. For him, worked on his serve, made that bigger. Worked on his two-handed backhand, so he has a pass on that side. You saw he narrowly missed there. And his backhand return, instead of just cutting it, is now a two-handed backhand that is flat. He is never satisfied with his game.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, what a point.
Side out.
Matt Wright said it best about his men's doubles partner. He's just on another level, that Ben Johns. That's why.
Because this is a talented field that he's a couple of points in a game away from getting another triple crown.
Point.
Clean winner on another shot where he had next to no angle to hit. And he finds it anyway.
Yeah, Tyson's like, they tell me to return it down the middle.
9-2.
Again, he is hitting a little bit more than he can cover as far as getting that angle stop. McGuffin, that time he did a better job. Oh.
Wow. Impossible shot becomes possible on the paddle of Ben Johns.
Receiver, 10-2.
Dude.
Game finished by Ben Johns at 11-2.
This is a guy that has rallied many times in his career before, so that isn't it. It's a matter of can he rally against this opponent on this day. Good look again, and that's the one that can make the difference.
0-0.
Oh, and there's the two-handed backhand pass. McGuffin took a step to the left because Ben will usually just drop that and then get into the cat and mouse. So that is a massive difference in 2023 for Ben, adding to the arsenal.
Effective and for style.
Yes. I don't know what that hit, though, over there from Ben. There's a question about what that, it's the white piece in between the two net posts. Is that ball in play or not? I think they're discussing what did it hit. I think we're going to have a review, perhaps a challenge here from McGuffin. Did it catch the bar? Did it catch the part of the net in between?
That the ball hit the post.
Got it.
The results
So
of
the
the
challenge
rally
is if
puts
the
us
ball
at
hit the post.
2-0. We'll proceed with video review.
Anderson with the verdict.
Upon review, the call on the court stands. The ball did not hit the net. The challenge is lost. A timeout is lost. We resume play at 2-0.
Wait.
The ball did not hit the net? If the ball did not hit the net, then that is the wrong call here. So
I would ask for more clarification.
Yeah, we're going to need a
time in.
Tyson McGuffin.
Bit of clarity there. We'll get Don Stanley, our head referee, to give his interpretation of what was just called there.
That is bizarre.
Point.
Because if that's going back to Ben Johns, it hit the net. So perhaps we had a word choice malfunction there. We don't know.
But how do you rule that that hit the net even? That was so clear on the outside.
So we'll get, we believe the wire is out.
Yes.
And we will get that further clarified. We'll have our great staff look and get in touch with our head referee just to confirm what our beliefs are.
Point.
Just back, and McGuffin on the board, down 2.
1-3.
He had one of those in the men's doubles where it just completely did not make clean contact. So this is what McGuffin becomes trouble if he gets on a little roll and gets the crowd involved.
Side out.
But the Ferrari forehand has mostly been in the shop.
If you're new to Tyson McGuffin, that's what he refers to his forehand as, the Ferrari. It's not functioning well. I believe he calls it a Prius.
And we have gotten further clarification. We had one interpretation that the wire was out. We had another that wire is part of the net, and the wire is part of the net. So that ended up being a correct call.
Okay. But then wouldn't that be?
No, but we clearly said it wrong. So it went off the net and went into play,
so
and that is correct. So it did hit the net is the correct answer here. So there you go. When you're playing on one of these Selkirk nets and it goes off that wire, it's part of the net, and if it goes in, play on, folks. And it did hit the net if that happened.
And you won't have Don Stanley to back you up.
No, but you can replay this dialogue on to all of your friends, and Ben Johns just patrolling the kitchen line. That ball did hit the net and go in. So bad news continues for anything that's grazing the net.
5-2. Side out.
McGuffin's done this before, slows the pace down, gets the crowd behind him, and then tries to put on a show. We'll see if he does here. And there's the first barking, and as if it was written by a playwright. Beautiful forehand down the line.
He loves a comeback special. He trails by just one.
4-5.
Ties it up 5-all. Tyson McGuffin is back.
And that's the veteran where he's able to go back, slow the pace of this whole thing down, get the crowd going, focus on the serve. That's just an unbelievable return off a great serve, and then a volley into the other corner. There's really not a lot Tyson could do there, but that's a great rally from McGuffin.
Perfect way to hold the momentum for Ben Johns.
5-5. Point.
Wow.
If you're leaning on the first volley and you pop it into the middle, and then you're stuck guessing, and McGuffin just chose to hold his ground and hope the ball would come back his way. Not the case.
6-5.
Wow.
Point.
Ben Johns.
And the lesson to be learned on what just happened right there is, yeah, you can be in trouble. Just guess and then don't overswing. He just left the paddle out there, and just incredibly good from him because McGuffin did everything he wanted there, just got beat.
7-5.
Ben Johns sneaks back ahead, up 3.
Yeah, he's just hiding in the bushes, and then the next thing you know, boom.
Yeah.
Nice.
No
nice
panic.
little run to 5-all,
8-5.
8-5. That just took off. But the intelligence is the other underrated thing. He's going to drop that to the backhand as many times as he has to until he can move forward into the court and take position away. He's not in a panic to do it on the first time if it's not perfect.
Side out.
Crucial side out for McGuffin.
I don't know if that's a paddle down timeout or I'm just getting my towel. It's a timeout.
An offensive timeout for Tyson McGuffin. And what Ben Johns will do with it. Missed return. That's what Tyson McGuffin wanted.
6-9.
Another missed return. Back to back. Pressure's on. Down 2.
So now you've missed 2 returns. You know if you leave it short, you're going to see a forehand.
Oh,
Side out.
inside out. See, he reads so well.
Yeah, McGuffin jumped early, and then Ben didn't even have to worry about hitting too much of anything. Just put it into the open
9-7.
court.
The moment is never too big for Ben Johns. 2 points away from a triple crown.
Wow. The net, the wire, everything going his way. Last week, McGuffin got a bunch of those on gold medal Saturday.
10-7.
Triple crown point for Ben Johns. Tyson McGuffin fights off one. And a missed return will pull McGuffin within 2.
That's 3 of them.
He never shies away from this moment. Oh, Tyson McGuffin laid it all on the line.
That's outrageous from McGuffin right there, because Ben Johns is like, you're going to have to beat me with a backhand, and then snuck it over to the forehand. And the serving of McGuffin has gotten him right back on the verge of tying this up.
Last week he rallied back from a huge deficit as well. He's no stranger to this situation.
9-10.
1 point away from tying it.
Oh.
Just wide. And very few question the line calling of Ben Johns.
Yeah, as clean as it gets.
10-9. Point game match. 11-9.
Inside out beauty. Ben Johns takes it all and a triple crown.